Yo, what's going on? This is me, Trayvon Jones, Conscious Talk Channel. I just want to talk to my people. I want to talk to my people, our people. This is kind of a weird situation. What's going on right now, what we're actually witnessing right now. It's weird, but it was just bound to kind of happen. You know, uh, Quick story. I used to work with a older black lady who was miserable, bitter, angry, never had any children, just mad at the world, always talking negatively about black men. Every story was something negative about black men, with her, you know, and it's just a typical type of story, something that you normally hear, you know, but she would always talk about how these other cultures, how she traveled all over the world and how these other cultures were just disgusting, nasty, dirty. She would always say that, and how the women are just a certain way and how they live in slum. She would always degrade the countries. And I noticed the pattern of what she would why she would always do that. And it started, of course, to become like, wow, it must be something to the reason why you keep saying these things about these women and these different cultures, and now to speed it up to what we have going on right now. See, a lot of black women saw this coming. They saw this coming. Although you had some who really didn't think that we would ever sway because they were the ones raising the children. They're the ones raising our men. But here's the thing. A lot of our black men, even the ones who are being raised by women, single women, they see the pattern. And because of the internet, they are seeing black men saying, this isn't right. This isn't normal. This ain't the way it's supposed to be. Black women ain't supposed to be in control like this and weaponizing white supremacy to be able to control us and to keep us in what they would consider our place, excluding us, taking our money and shit like that. But in the same breath, making it like you're the superhero. Even your male children are starting to see something is wrong with this whole situation. Because after a while, when your male child gets to become a teenager, you start treating him like a nigga. And he feels that. He sees how his little sisters can be manipulative, and you just go ahead and just let them be manipulative, and you criticize him and put him down for standing up for himself. See, little boys see these type of things. They notice these type of things, but it's really nothing that they can do but just hold that anger on the inside because they'll be attacked. They'll be put down, and they know it. But because we have the internet now, and they're able to see that this shit ain't normal. Men are being abused and being taken advantage of, and little boys are starting to say, you know what? No, I don't want that for my life. So he's listening to these passport bros. He's listening to men who are saying, no, you get yourself together, young man. You do what you got to do. And this bothers a lot of women. This bothers a lot of black women because the narrative is that a lot of these passport bros are some old, tired ass men that don't nobody in the U.S. want anymore in America. Don't nobody want. Dicks can't even get up no more. Shit like that. That's the narrative that they're trying to paint. But the reality is these passport bros are getting younger and younger and younger. And these are the men that a lot of women want. And they're saying, damn, what's really going on? But see, the problem is that you keep insulting black men. You keep you weaponizing your insults to shame us, to, I guess, to put us back in place, but it's not working anymore. So now when you see the women from other countries and cultures embracing black men, that's fucking with you even more. So now you start insulting these women from other cultures. And it's getting all over the world, ladies. They have you on their news. See, I don't just look at American news. Matter of fact, I don't even look at American news at all. I look at black media, things of that nature over here. But when I look at the news, I like to look at the different news from different places, all over the world. And y'all made it to the Philippines, to a lot of these Asian nations. Y'all done made it in Brazil. Y'all done made it all over parts of Africa. A lot of your disrespect, and a lot of women from all these other cultures and the men, they see how disrespectful you are towards black men. And a lot of you black women think y'all better than us. Y'all think y'all better than black men. You're so disrespectful. It's always boy and you want to put us down and talk crazy to us. And they see you jumping in our faces. And in other cultures, they don't do this kind of stuff to their men. They just don't do it. They are taught to be respectful towards their men. It's amazing how the very women that God made for you, black man, are so fucking disrespectful and think that they're better than you and will put you down in front of the whole world and paint this narrative that you are just a bum. You don't care about your children. You don't love black women. You're just a bum. That's the narrative that a lot of black women are painting towards black men. It's amazing to me how black men have ruled. Black people has ruled for thousands upon thousands of years. We've ruled. And the black woman was right there, right beside us while we were ruling. And then within the last, 5, 6, 700 years, the European man, the white man, is ruling right now. He's ruling right now for a small, short time compared to what we've done as a people. And you just are willing to just throw us away, toss us off to the side. You've been convinced by the enemy that you don't need us. See, you think all you have to do is just go get education and, hey, you can just use that education to replace a whole man. Well, according to the CDC family, black men, and this is according to the CDC, y'all, black men are more involved with their children. They spend time with their children. They are there for their children. Another thing I wanted to say about black men, according to other cultures and nationality of women, we are more nurturing, we are more loving, kind, and we treat our women better in a lot of ways. And this is according to different cultures of women. So when you get black women who want to paint the narrative that black men ain't shit, we just don't want to be involved in our children's lives, we don't want to be good men, we need counseling, we are just not trying to work hard enough. Wow. You keep painting that narrative towards black men. And it's just not true. It's just not true. You keep putting out that black men just ain't shit, that we don't love our children, but the reality is, no, a lot of men, real black men, just don't want to deal with you anymore, don't want to hear your mouth anymore, don't want to deal with you because they're under a system that protects you in America. We live under a system that is protecting you. And we know that we are fighting a losing battle. So once we fucked up and made a mistake and we've had a child or made babies with you and we decide that we want to get away from you, you make it miserable for us. You make it miserable for us. And then you'll paint the narrative that, well, he don't want to be around his child. He don't love his children. But the reality is he don't want to be around you. He don't want to be around you anymore. He tried to be around you, but you made his life fucking miserable. So he said, fuck this. I can't do it. So now you're painting a narrative that he's just no good. Black men need to do better. No, you want black men to do what the fuck you want them to do. And black men are just saying, no, we have other options. And I'm going to tell you something, black men. You can't win in this American system. See, when these laws change, then we can move forward. But, we know that these laws, they benefit off of our dysfunction. They benefit off of us. You know what I'm saying? These laws benefit off of us. But until these laws change, what we need to do is just say, no, we ain't dealing with you. We're not fucking you. We're not impregnating you. We're not going to deal with you. As a matter of fact, you're being replaced. And that's the cold, hard truth about this situation. Black women in America are being replaced. And that's the truth. Now, me personally, I encourage, black love, black unity. I think that black men should want to see their ancestors when they look at their children. I believe that. I believe as a black man, I want to see myself and my children. I don't want to see another culture. I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I have a mixed child, but then my child embraces the other culture more, and then they have a baby with that same culture, and now I'm totally disappeared. I don't encourage that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I think that we should go elsewhere to find what we need, but find someone who looks like you. That's what I say. But here's the thing. When it's all said and done, you go where you are appreciated, where you are going to be respected, and where you are going to be loved and cherished. That's the key. Because black men are starting to finally see their worth on who they are, and what we bring. And constantly being told, you're not needed. I don't need you. I don't need a man, but you're not showing that we are wanted either. But you take our resources. You want us to spend all of our money. You're saying that we're not doing good enough, that we need to do better. But the reality is we realize we can't do enough. It's never going to be enough. Never. Never. And these other races of women are clapping back towards black women and saying, hey, we over here cater to you bitches. We over here give you fake nails. We give you fake hair. We give you fake eyelashes. We give you all these things. And then they turn around and laugh at you because of it. Because you fell for all of that. You fell for it. They make money off of you. They created a system to be able to make money off of you, and you fell for it. You're going to go get your nails done. You're going to go get their hair put into your head. You fell for it. And they laugh at you because of it. And now that you see black men going to them, you getting all huffy and puffy and upset about it. But you created all of this. You created it because black men, their first preference, from what I see, is always a black woman first, because every black man want to see themselves and their children. Absolutely. But when you push them away saying how you don't need us, you don't want us, or you say you want us, but your actions don't show it. What the fuck are we supposed to do? What are black men supposed to do? You keep saying step up, step your game up. You keep saying do better. You need counseling. This is the same shit over and over again that black women keep saying that black men need to do. They keep saying that they can get into their feminine if we just do better. Here's the thing, though. You should just be feminine because that's your role. That's what you're supposed to do. Just like you expect for a man to just naturally be masculine, that's his role. He don't need you as a woman to tell him to be masculine. Are you fucking kidding me? So when I hear a woman say, well, I need to get with a man that's going to let me be feminine and allow me to be in my feminine, that shit sound ridiculous as fuck. That sounds stupid and it sounds ridiculous. Because if you heard a man say, well, I'm waiting on a woman to let me be masculine so I can be in my masculine because, I was raised by my mamas and my aunties and my big mama, so I don't really know how to be. So I'm waiting on a woman to make me, masculine. You will be the fucking laughing stock, not only to women, but to other men. They will laugh at you, and rightfully so. Rightfully fucking so, because you're supposed to already be masculine as a man. You're supposed to already be that. You're supposed to be taught that. And here's the thing: a lot of black men were raised by women, and that's unfortunate. They didn't have a male role, model or figure in their life. But it's your job as a man to surround yourself around other men and learn how to be a man. That's your job at this point. You can't blame it on nobody else. You have to learn how to surround yourself around men that are men, and their knowledge will rub off on you. Who they are will rub off on you. That's what you have to do. We can't men don't have an excuse. We never have an excuse, ever. But what I notice, women always can throw the blame somewhere else. They never hold accountability. It's always somebody else's fault, And ultimately, that's what this whole situation that's going on right now with black women insulting all these other cultures of women. And now, these other women are clapping back. This is what's going on right now. But as men, we just need to just stay up out of it and just ride it on out, because this is between females. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bad look, though, black women. It's a bad look, because you're not going to win this. They're getting to the point where they're talking about your feminine hygiene, and this is something that is being talked about, how a lot of, our women over here in America, they don't smell good at all. They don't smell good at all. And this is being talked about, and now it has reached national news all over the place, where these other cultures of women, they see this shit, yo. And that's what's so fucked up about it. This was supposed to be some in-house shit, but now it's national, because you done brought other people and other nationalities into it just by your disrespect. Because you so busy trying to get back at black men, because we ain't doing what you want us to do, and we're making other choices and saying, no, we're going to go over here because we ain't got to put up with this bullshit. We ain't got to put up with this. You're mad about it, angry about it, and then you start insulting other women. Well, they're clapping back. They don't have to put up with that, because I'm going to be honest with you. When I talk to, some of these other, females on the job, me being in nursing, and, I work with a lot of Filipino women, and different races of women, you know what I'm saying? And I work with a lot of black women as well. I'm always nice to the black women. I talk to them. I'm nice, but I just keep my distance, because I just don't want to deal with a lot of them. And I realize that, and it's unfortunate. I don't. But what I notice is that a lot of these Filipina and Latina women don't want to deal with the black women. I had one nurse one time come to me and say, hey, Trayvon, can you do me a favor? Can you show her around? Can you, because basically I don't like her attitude. I don't like how she's talking to me. So can you do it? And I felt kind of insulted in a way. It's like, you a Latina chick, and you coming at me talking about, can I show this black woman around? You know what I mean? And this is your job to do that. You feel me? So I did kind of feel some kind of way about it, although I do understand. I do kind of get it, because she was given attitude, and this is the talk that a lot of these other cultures are saying. And what I notice is that a lot of these Filipinas, they love black men, and when I'm over here talking to my sisters, they feel some kind of way about it, and vice versa. And it's just kind of crazy to me that they have this whole war thing going on and hatred thing going on. But a lot of these Filipino women that I work with don't like working with the black women. They don't. And they will low key feel comfortable enough and tell me this. And me, wanting to be down with my sisters, I do low key feel some kind of way about that when I hear this. But I make them so comfortable where they feel comfortable enough to tell me, I don't really like working with black women. And low key, that bothers me. It does. But I understand. And at this point, I just stay the fuck out of the way. Because although I don't like other races clapping back on our sisters, I understand it because our sisters ain't got no love for us like that. And this is not all black women, y'all. This is I'm not speaking about all black women, but unfortunately, a lot of our black women are being drowned out because of this whole society that we got going on right now. Our black women aborting our babies left and right. You have black women making posts talking about if it's a boy, abort it. This is the kind of shit that they talking about, y'all. This is the kind of shit that they talking about. And you think that black men are supposed to just stand there and take this? I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe. Press that thumbs up, y'all. Thumbs up the video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, press that subscribe button. But this is the kind of shit that they talking about, y'all. Talking about just deleting black boys. In songs, you got Gorilla, whatever her name is, Glorilla, talking about going to the abortion clinic and got, they all out there in the video standing out by, in cars at an abortion clinic, talking about deleting black babies. But we supposed to be cool with this, y'all. That's insane. Other races of women are watching this and they are seeing these type of things. And what's so fucked up is the so-called good women, they ain't speaking up on it. They ain't saying nothing about it. They ain't talking about it. And this is the problem. Y'all should be outraged because it's fucking with y'all too. It's fucking with y'all. It's fucking with your daughters that you raised to be good. You know what I mean? But even your good daughters can't even find no man because black men are just checking out in droves. And it's just funny to me that other races of men been doing this shit. They've been doing it. They've been going to go find other women from other countries. But all of a sudden, when black men start doing it, it's like this big noise going on because we are everybody's saving grace. We are everybody's fucking stepdaddy. We are always picking up the pieces and picking up the trash. Black men need to stop doing that. Fuck the trash. Keep that bullshit. Your woman that you got been throwing herself all around, fucking everybody, and then she decides she want to settle down now, and now she chooses you to settle down and you raise her damn kids. That she done made with every damn body else. That's crazy. Black men are starting to finally realize their worth, and they're starting to say, wait a minute, what about my own legacy here? I don't have any children. I'm over here taking care of Pookie and Ray Ray's children. But what about me having some damn kids? These women overlooked your ass while you were in your 20s and shit like that. You know what I mean? You were a scrub. You didn't have nothing. They overlooked you. Ain't even thought about you. Now all of a sudden you got your shit going on, but they didn't already made babies with these other ninjas. And now all of a sudden you supposed to be a good man, and you're supposed to take care of these God's gifts. No, black men, it's time for you to start being selfish, which I don't call it selfish. I call it smart. And start thinking of yourself. Start building yourself up. Get your body together. Because these passport bros are getting younger and younger, and that's what's bothering a lot of these women. See, they painted a narrative that, you're fat and bald and ugly. But the reality is these men are getting younger and younger. And it's pissing these women off. And they're trying to paint all these narratives, but all these narratives that you're painting are being destroyed and being dismantled because they're finding out that a lot of you black women like to paint your own narratives and y'all create your own narratives, you know, and start believing the shit and pass the shit on and start believing it. Black men ain't shit. When statistics show black men are the best fathers, the best husbands for the most part, but it's the ones that you overlook, that you don't even want to be bothered with. And black men are realizing, this is a raw fucking deal here. I'm over here taking care of some other man's kids, and this is a raw deal. I can't deal with this. And if you make 40,000 or more, you really should have your passport, fellas. You really should, because you are in the top 10% of making a whole lot of money when you go to a lot of these other countries. You are like you almost rich, when you go to these other countries. If you make $40,000 or more here, when you go to these other countries, you balling. And that's just the truth. And it's just unfortunate that we have to do these things and go to this extreme, But fellas, you got some women over here making these videos talking about how, they've changed and that they see now what's going on. Don't fall for it. See, what we have to do, don't let that simp gene just start coming out. Don't do it. What we have to do right now is just ride it on out, because it took generations, y'all. It took years for these women to get to where they are right now, to hate us to the full capacity that they hate us. It's going to take a long time for this to change. A lot of them going to have to, unfortunately, die out, this attitude and mentality, because they can't be passing this shit on to the next generation. We can't allow this kind of stuff, y'all. We just can't allow it. So we have to do better. Black women just keep your mouth shut. Stop talking, because you're being exposed. You are being exposed, black woman. And unfortunately, a lot of the good ones have to deal with this bullshit right along with the bad ones. And it's unfortunate, because I do know good black women. I love black women. But when I'm bombarded with these horrible ass women who are just so disrespectful to black men, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to tell other black men? I can't be no fucking simp like Umar Johnson saying, y'all need to be stepdaddies. I can't say no shit like that to black men. I can't do that. I can't tell black men to be stepfathers to these children, that don't belong to them. You can't do that. We need to quit doing shit like that. Quit being Captain Save-A-Ho and rescuing all these women that want to just make babies with other men that don't care nothing about you. And then all of a sudden, here we come and just come and save them. We need to quit doing that shit. And this is what we're seeing in droves. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing to see. There's a small part of me that feels like, damn, I hate to see, a lot of our women go through these type of things, because I'm seeing more women in the workforce working, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them are angry. You know what I mean? They're bitter and angry because this is not how they had shit planned out. They figured, hey, I have some more kids, or, I'll find a simp by now who's going to take care of me and my kids, and it just ain't working out for them like this. It's just not working out. But see, they getting ready to start a race war and shit is getting ready to pop off. So what black women need to do is just keep their mouths shut at this point. Quit talking badly about other cultures of women, because you so busy trying to down black men for trying to get the fuck away from you, because you keep disrespecting us and trying to tell the world that we ain't shit. But then in turn, you want to disrespect these different groups of women. Quit doing it. What you should be doing is seeing your fault and changing it. If you don't want to deal with men, then don't deal with them. If you want to stay stuck on how you want to stay stuck, that's cool too. But don't hinder the women who want to change and be better. Let them do it. See, what you see men doing right now is dismantling feminism, the feminism. That's what you see right now. by simply just walking away and not dealing with American women to that capacity. And it's a shame, and I'm seeing women feeling, noticing this, when I go to the store and I'm, out and about, I notice that a lot of women, they try to get your attention, and it's happening more. They're trying to get your attention. But when you ignore them or you say, hey, how you doing? But you keep on walking, that bothers them because they're not used to that. They're used to men over here just overly being sexual with them and, hey, baby, what's up? How you doing? Can I get your number? Men ain't doing that now. Men ain't doing that. And this shit is driving women crazy because they used to a man that's going to pay a bill for them, do something. They can use them for this or do, for that. And it just ain't happening. Well, this is what a lot of women in America have created. So we got to let them stew in it, fellas. That's just really the bottom line, yo. That's just really the bottom line. I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Press that thumbs up. Share this video if you want to. And guess what? I'm about to get up out of here. And I'm about to see you all on the next video. Peace out.